Hi, I'm Heath Hoffpower, Vice President Hanko Boats, and today I'm out here test running another one of our 2484 CCV. 2484 CCV is the model code of the boat, which also stands for the dimensions. It is 24 foot long, it's 84 inches wide at the bottom, it has a 30-inch side. This is our all 316 hull. 24 all the way to the back, plus our gill bracket makes it 26 feet overall. It also has a wide beam of 8'6" across the top. Has our deep V on it, good riding boat. It's all foam filled. You can see it has the painted diamond plate on the inside with the customer color choice. So if we get around right here, I'll just kind of start in the front and roll through the video. On the front right here, you can see we have the handrails and we have the capstan winch, the 12-volt winch. It's going to be used to pull up buoys. So they'll have their line coming over, and they have a button here, and they have a control at the console. It has a anchor rope locker with a drain through the hull, dry storage in the bow. So this is all dry storage. Very heavy duty, these handrails and the push knees. It's a good workspace in case it's rough. It'll keep you on this area. 80 inches of deck, our 3/16 collision bulkhead, our 6-inch wide rails with our heavy duty cleats / lifting eyes. They're strapped to the hull. We have our heavy duty davit with 2 locations. It can be located on the port or starboard side. And you can see we have the plugs where you can swap it around. We're actually using it to hold the boat to the dock right now. Lots of floor space, open space in this boat, so they'll have room for the gear. This is approximately 6 feet on the floor to the tank. Now, if you come around here and face the console, this is our standard center console. We have the built-in 60-gallon fuel tank with the cushions on top, which you can double as a seat and give you some seating in the boat. All 316 heavy-duty construction. This is our T-top, which is our hard top. Everything's aluminum, no canvas. And we have a lot of cool accessories on top. We have the Lowrance radar, integrated radar, GPS, sonar combo unit. This customer went with Lowrance. Our emergency light bar, which is an amber light bar, because it's going to be basically a civil work boat, not a police boat, in different colors. We have our floodlights, our go light, navigation lights, our fiberglass instrument box located above. Everything's all clean, runs through the pipes and tubing. So if you come around this side towards the console, nice wide console. You can easily fit 2 people. All 316 framing work, 1/4-inch laminated safety glass, heavy duty, nice clean layout. We have the twin Yamaha 115s on this hull. The speed is around 43 to 45 miles an hour. Plenty of power, performs well. Lowrance GPS, the Yamaha digital gauges, has the built-in trim tabs, fuel gauge, our Blue Sea panel with everything on the individual circuit breakers. We have the VHF. This is power for the winch in the front. So you can turn this on and then they can toggle. It's going to be a 2-man operation. So this the driver has the ability to turn it on and off. Horn, hydraulic steering, fire extinguisher, everything built in. You can see our nice work with all our engraving and the model number. Our floor track, where all the wiring is sunk into the airtight double bottom. This bottom is also foam filled, so it is injected with foam. Boat is whisper quiet. Different cleats around the boat. Besides the mooring cleats lifting bits, we have the flush cleats on the side so they can deploy buoys and bumpers, not scratch up the pretty paint job. The seating arrangement is our leaning post style seat, which you've seen in previous videos. It's going to allow you to slide an ice chest underneath and put your gear. Stern lights located in here. And when you look behind the seat, you see we have the safety guard to protect the driver because it has the heavy duty tow post. So if a line would pop, It's safe, it's not going to hit you, and that's where we also located the throw ring and the rope bag. Moving to the back deck, we have a 30-inch rear deck. It has the battery compartments on each side, and it's open underneath, so you can wash the boat out. They're elevated off the bottom. We have our bilge pumps located in the sump. You can see your primer bulbs, our battery selector switch here, there, for convenience. On the back, this just shows the battery boxes. You have a crank battery, house battery with the isolator system with all the circuit breakers. And we put our slam latches. Everything's nice and neat. On the opposite side here, you can see we have a built-in battery charger, the battery with the corresponding switch. Moving to the back, this is the rear deck. This is what we call a gill bracket. So the gill bracket offsets the motors from the hull, gives the boat a little more length, better performance, a little more top end speed. Our motor guard, heavy duty motor guard. The center is removable with the pipes. Makes a real nice setup. Turn around if you want to kind of hop on the back deck and face towards the top. So we have the floodlights on the rear too with individual switches. So say you were towing at night, you would have the ability to put these lights on or that light. You know, the operator has a lot of abilities. But everything's all sandblasted, painted, really nice job. Came out great. Can't wait to show the customer. He's really excited to receive it. 3-inch rubber around the perimeter. It sits on a heavy-duty trailer, which we partnered up with McLean with the extra cross members. Really heavy-duty, robust setup. Moving to the back right here on the motors, this is the Yamaha 115s, the 25-inch shaft, left and right rotation. Dual hydraulic steering, so it has the dual cylinders with the crossover lines. All our riggings are all sealed up, and they come in even, we put this protective box right here so you're not stepping on them, and it keeps everything heavy duty and secure. That's basically a basic walkthrough of the boat. We have built this boat several times. One of my main purposes of the video was to show the customer. They love seeing the videos, asked me to do it. With that being said, let's hit some switches and explain some stuff and go a little further. So on the console, you have your main power in the back and your house battery system. So let's start off here. So when you use the boat and operate the boat, you're going to put this switch to on. It has an off, on, and combine. So you would operate it on, and the other one is just a shut off. It's an on off. Okay, so that one would be on as well. So when it's cranking up, it's going to charge the crank battery, and then the automatic charging relay is going to charge the house battery. So if you leave everything on in the boat, you still have a backup battery to crank up the engines. So with this being on, you'd move to the console. Then you have the individual switches. Navigation lights, which is the red and green, and the removable stern light, which is not in this compartment. You have overhead cabin lights, so you have the LED light strip right here, gives you great visibility. Spreader light, this is the front or floodlights. You have two here. This is on the first switch, and this is the rear spreader light on the second switch. Electronics, we have a couple of different components linked into it, which would be the VHF right here, and you can we have the instructions in there. You can set it up to identify your boat. VHF, all of this is integrated together. Now on the next feature right here is going to be the light bar. So you would turn it on by hitting the power on, and then you would hit mode by the light pattern you like. Mode 1, if you come here, all these light bars come with several different settings. You basically just need to operate off of mode 1 right there. That's going to give you great visibility when you're working, and you know, everybody will definitely see you. Very bright. It's we're in the daylight right now. Okay, moving back over here, You have mode 2, and then you have other powers. We do include the instructions in here where you can have the ability to dim it, different powers. You're just going to turn it off. Next item is going to be the remote searchlight. So to operate the remote searchlight, you're going to hit the power on. You can see it just kind of right here, left, right, up, down. And then look, you also have other modes too. So it's got fast and it's got slow. That's slow mode. And then, you know, the turtle's slow and the rabbit's fast. You really kind of want to use it on the turtle because the rabbit jumps too hard and it's just too quick. You're not going to be able to keep up with it. Your horn is built in here on a switch. Your winch is powered from here. That's just the remote power. Once it's on there, you can work it with the momentary button. We put a heavy-duty momentary button right here. And you have a cleat you can dog off to, or if you single operation, you need to work it from the console with the rope, you can do it too. You can click it over where it stays on by lifting the lever and using the switch. Okay, back to the console. Make sure I kind of cover everything. Your trim tabs are pretty self-explanatory when you're riding a boat. When you hit this button, the opposite tab is going to go down. A lot of people ask me that. It works right here. So if you want the bow down here, or up, it works the tabs opposite for you. So if you're on the trailer and you hit this one, it does work the opposite tab. But that is the way it is supposed to be. Right here we have the USB, and it also has an indicator with your power source. So it has the mini and the traditional. Other than that, your Yamaha cable engine, cable controls. You do have a throttle tension. If you pull this cover off, it's got a flathead screw. You can tighten it up if you want to put a little more, a little less to get rid of throttle creep. Detent to neutrals in the middle. And the reason why they have throttle tension, because you have pullback on the throttle body and it'll drift a little bit. We generally set it, but if you wanted to tweak it a little bit, right here, we also have the instructions, or you can give me a call. Yamaha digital gauges are pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so with the Yamaha digital gauge, you have the trim, and when you hit set, you hit mode, you go through the settings, where you have battery, you have hours, you have temperature on each one. That's really about all you need to see on the gauge. We have the fuel gauge as an analog independent fuel gauge. It's going to work off the key. The sender in the tank is a vertical style sender, so it has the float that comes up, not the mechanical arm. That style is prone to problems. That's why we like the stainless steel vertical senders. Nice setup. Your fire extinguisher is mounted into here. Your tank is bolted in from the front of the console, and this is your fuel fill right here. So we have the little key, if you can't grab it good enough. And so you're going to fill it up. You need to watch your fuel gauge where you don't overfill it. It has the do not overfill right here, kind of painted over, but you could see it. That's in your boat's owner's manual, but you need to watch it the first time and get familiar with it. Because if you do overfill it, you're going to get gas that comes out right here. If you do it properly, you'll never have an issue. I think I just about covered everything. Your instrument box up top, there's a little key if you want to lock it. There's nothing mounted in here. We always try to go with mounting our VHF down low. I'm short, some guys are tall. If it's up here, it's really hard to get to. Right here, it's easy. So this will just be a good storage for you. Nice product. We choose to go with the fiberglass ones because the finish is really nice and the hardware is all integrated. It just works out a little better, in my opinion. Other stuff in the boat, you have the davit. So if you want to come over here on the davit, we have the switch located behind right here where you have the in and out, okay? Out is obviously out and in. So what you'll do is you'll take this pipe out right here. I'm actually just holding the boat with it. And you'll put it in, and this is how you'll spin a load when you want to get it in here. Like right now, it's just binded down. If you pick it up, you'll be able to swing it in. And we have a storage location for your pipe. Our davits are designed, we have two Teflon style sleeves on the interior, and we have a slide disc plate on the top. Over time, you should put a little white lithium grease, keep everything smooth and clean, and you can lift it from side to side. It is a little heavy. You would need two people to lift this, unless you're really strong. I mean, but maybe I'm over talking. Okay, that's a pretty brief walkthrough of the boat. I appreciate you tuning into our video. Subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of cool boats we're building right now. My right-hand man Colin and I come over here after hours just to try to get some more video content to show you. We spend most of our time at the shop, but please subscribe. We're working on some new videos showing how we construct the boat. Kind of working around production on that. But from here, we're going to go take it from a test run, and we'll show you pictures and videos of it running, and hope you like our work. Once again, thank you.